In this video, I'm going to explain the basic concept of what confidence intervals are. So confidence intervals are intervals that provide the best guess of the answer. And it is really important that we are able to do this because it is usually impossible to find the exact answer. And this is because confidence intervals are meant to estimate the true population mean or proportion, depending on what you're testing. For example, if you wanted to find the mean age of high school students, you would survey a random sample of high school students, asking for their age, and use that information to predict the mean age of high school students for the entire population. This method of sampling doesn't give us the exact answer, but we are able to find the best guess of the answer, which is more efficient because it is usually extremely difficult to survey an entire population. And confidence intervals usually look like this. The interval is in brackets or parentheses with the lower value on the left and the higher value on the right. For example, if I wanted to calculate a confidence interval for the mean age of high school students, the interval would probably look like 14, 18 or 13, 19. And by creating this interval, we hope to capture the true population mean or proportion. And in this case, we would hope to capture the true population mean. Some intervals are more accurate than others. So we have different levels of confidence, which usually come in the form of 90%, 95%, or 99%. In context, we usually say that we are 95% confident that the true population mean or proportion falls within the given interval. And with these different levels of confidence, you should remember that larger levels of confidence also have larger confidence intervals, and vice versa. For example, if you had a 99% confidence interval, you are fairly confident that the true population mean or proportion falls within your interval. So your interval must be large enough to capture many values. But with lower levels of confidence, the intervals are smaller and give us a more specific range of numbers than a larger level of confidence would. Lastly, it is important to remember that intervals are not probabilities. Being confident does not mean being probable. For example, if our level of confidence is 95%, that does not mean that there is a 95% chance that the true population mean or proportion falls within the interval, because that implies that finding these intervals involves a random phenomenon, but these calculations are not random. Rather, being confident means that if we were to take samples of the same size, let's say 20 samples, and compute a 95% confidence interval for each sample, in the long run, the true population mean or proportion will fall within the interval 95% of the time, and theoretically it won't fall within the interval 5% of the time.